Good evening and welcome to a special edition of Tucker Carlson Tonight. We're coming to you from Budapest. Earlier this week, we traveled to the southern tip of Hungary along the Serbian border. It was at that spot 6 years ago that hundreds of thousands of migrants from North Africa and the Middle East showed up, all hoping to reach the famously generous welfare states of Western Europe. And yet by the time we arrived at that same border on Wednesday, all was quiet and peaceful. There was no suffering mass of humanity, no crying children, no graffiti or trash or violence. In fact, there was just a simple chain link fence separating the two countries and nobody in sight, just birds and trees. So how did this happen? It happened because Hungary is a serious and modern country that cares about its own citizens. Hungary has no desire to destroy itself, no desire to encourage crime and misery and unemployment in its cities, or for that matter, no desire to contribute to the human trafficking of people fleeing from Syria. When illegal aliens arrive at the Hungarian border now, they are photographed and then they're politely escorted back across the line. The whole process takes about half an hour. It is the most civilized thing we have seen in years. And as we watched it, we thought to ourselves, why can't we have this in America? The answer, as you know, is because our leaders don't want to have it. They benefit from the chaos and the pain of illegal immigration. When the rule of law collapses, they become more powerful. That's why we have open borders. Here's footage that we just shot in Budapest. Notice as you watch it what you don't see. There are not tent cities of drug addicts living in the parks here. There isn't garbage and human waste littering the sidewalks. People don't get beheaded at intersections. BLM is not allowed to torch entire neighborhoods in Budapest. That's how Americans used to live before our leaders decided they no longer cared about you. The Hungarian government protects its border because it wants to protect its citizens. That's the basic role of government. It's not a radical concept. It used to be commonplace across the world, especially in the United States, and now it's not. Here's the Prime Minister of Hungary explaining it, Viktor Orbán.
This is our country, this is our population, this is our history, this is our language, so we have to do that. Of course, if you are in trouble and there is nobody closer to you than the Hungarians, you have to be helpful. But you can't say simply that, okay, it's a nice country, I would like to come here and to live here because it's a nicer life. This is not a human right to come here. No way, because it's our land. It's a nation, it's a community, families, history, tradition, language.
Ooh, they're so triggered by that. Family, history, tradition, language, quote. They hate it when you say that, but why? Those are all good things. In fact, they're the things that unite a country, particularly a huge continental country that's multi-ethnic. You need those things. It's not hard to have a decent country. It's not complicated. You just need leaders who want one.